Once you have tables in your database, you build relationships between them. Relationships are critical because they link your tables back together after you divide your data, and also because they have a big impact on how you design your queries and get answers from your data. Any relational database uses three types of relationships between its tables: one-to-many, many-to-many, and one-to-one. The relationship you use depends on your data. You have a one-to-many relationship when a single record in one table is related to one or more records in another table. Our sample database has this kind of relationship. One customer can have one or more phone numbers, and each phone number is only related to one customer. You have a many-to-many relationship when a single record in Table A can be related to one or more records in Table B, and a single record in Table B can also be related to one or more records in Table A. You typically see many-to-many relationships in order tracking databases, where an order can contain many products and a product can be part of multiple orders. You also see this type of relationship in student databases, where many students can occupy many classrooms. You have a one-to-one relationship when a single record in one table is related to just a single record in another table. For example, a single employee might drive one company car. However, you don't see this very often because one-to-one relationships are not that common. Now, let's select Database Tools, and then Relationships. This opens the Relationships pane. You'll use this tool quite a bit. This is where you build and manage most of your relationships. Here you see a typical relationship: two tables with a line between them. The line shows that the tables are related. What's more, this is a one-to-many relationship. You can tell because the relationship line here has a 1 and an infinity symbol. These symbols point to a couple of important concepts. First, the table on the one side is the parent table, and the table on the many side is a child table. Second, you can think of most of your relationships as having sides. In this case, you have a table on the one side and a table on the many side. Sides are important because they affect how you design your queries. Now let's select the relationship line, and then on the ribbon, let's select Edit Relationships. 3 relationship settings affect your data and help you use relationships properly: referential integrity, cascading updates, and cascading deletes. Here's what they do. First, referential integrity synchronizes the records in both tables. This is a critical part of keeping your data accurate, so you almost always want to set it. With referential integrity enforced, you can't add a phone number unless you have a name in the customers table. This prevents you from creating what are called orphans, data with no parent records. For example, just imagine a sales figure with no order attached, and you can see why setting referential integrity is so important. The Cascading Updates setting allows any changes on the parent side to cascade through to any related records on the child or many side. If a customer changes his name, for example, you only have to enter that change in the customers table, and any related records will change. The Cascading Deletes setting controls whether you can delete data. If you don't select this option, you can't delete data. If you do select this option, when you delete a record, Access deletes everything related to that record. For example, delete a customer, and the customer's phone numbers are deleted too. That can be a good thing because it prevents orphans, phone numbers with no customer. On the other hand, remember that your business rules might prevent you from deleting data, so keep this in mind. Your business rules can play a big part in your database design. So now you know about table relationships, including working in the Access Relationships pane and the relationship settings that help you work more effectively with your Access database.